Oahspe, what is it about? In this world of unknowns, it sometimes happens that a person searches for definitive truths to life's mysteries. What is reality? Is there a creator? Or are we simply coagulated dust, whose consciousness arose from nothing? What is the system and order of the corporeal world? Is there a heaven? If yes, then what is the system and order of that spiritual world? What effect, if any, does heaven have upon earth and its people's lives? And does earth affect heaven? What is my place and destiny in all this? As you first pick up Oahspe, you may be agnostic or skeptical. If so, this may be just the book you need to weigh the many statements in favor of a creator. Or perhaps you are already convinced there is a creator, but you haven't found anyone who could explain what it all means without offending your sensibilities. In Oahspe, you are never asked to suspend judgment or reason in favor of blind belief. Oahspe proclaims creation and the spirit world as a living reality, and demonstrates how to prove this. It also proclaims the Creator and reveals how to demonstrate the reality. In that regard, Oahspe is unique in the world. Oahspe further explains who the Creator is, and also makes clear the difference between Lord God, God, and the Creator. Through Oahspe, God makes known that He is not the Creator, but a one-time mortal who was once even as we are. As an elder brother of tens of thousands of years' experience, he now holds the office of God in the service of the Creator, and has been placed in charge of our planet and our heavens for a season by our Creator. Sometimes truths are shocking, and sometimes they are a relief. Things may seem strange at first, but lack of familiarity does not reduce the intrinsic value of the information. The style of Oahspe is direct, yet it does not ask a person to accept without proof. Indeed, we learn through Oahspe that asking questions is an essential aspect of the human experience, and that reaching spiritual maturity requires us to develop discernment. Yet much more than a book about self-enlightenment and self-development, Oahspe also teaches a timeless ethic. We read that it is okay or even healthy to be skeptical, but there also can be value in believing. How is this possible? Both the skeptic and cynic cast doubt. But while the skeptic allows truth to prove otherwise, the cynic does not. Yet instead of casting doubt, the believer allows for the merit in the message to inform him of its meaning, knowing that the false falls aside of its own accord. According to Oahspe, there is a power in the soul to discern the truth, and it is called the Ethi power, and it rests above the doubts that plague humankind. May we all discern truth. Oahspe supplies invaluable keys, such as how to find that essence within us that knows truth. Yet the book Oahspe not only provides basic answers, but also reveals to us ways to find more. Oahspe is thus a spiritual guidebook. Its essential purpose is to teach mortals how to attain to hear the Creator's voice, and to see His heavens in full consciousness while still living on the earth, and to know in truth the place and condition waiting for them after death. Oahspe does not claim to be immaculate, since the aim of the authors was not to create the perfect book, but to convey the information to fulfill its purpose. In fulfilling its purpose, Oahspe introduces the reader to the magnificence and person of the Creator, and the realm of the angels, and what heaven is like, and awareness of the spirit and the soul, and how to attain to hear the Creator's voice, and to see His light and hand. While Oahspe is a book of spiritual light and truths, it is also a historical record. Ordered as a series of interior books, those pertaining to heavenly history have a companion book containing concurrent earthly history. These various histories include within them the geological history of the planet, the history of the human race, and the history of major religions past and present. The heavenly history books touch upon the genesis of the planet and the emergence of human life, and continue chronologically up to the present time. Oahspe has about 1,000 pages. In a book of such limited size, only the main flow that highlights pivotal events and principal concepts can be presented. Even so, Oahspe's authors made room for an examination of historical linguistics, anthropological and archaeological subjects, science, and especially cosmogony. Yet so concise and rich is Oahspe that it can become the springboard into vast numbers of previously unperceived realms and fields of study. Also, encapsulating all or part of the foregoing, some of Oahspe's interior books include an analysis of today and a prospectus for tomorrow. In summation, all throughout Oahspe a spiritual perspective is evident. The ways of heaven and earth are revealed, and from them we can draw wise conclusions as to the consequences of choices, and accordingly extract from them enlightened ways to conduct ourselves. Many who have read Oahspe have called it the greatest of books. See if you agree. For the new reader, a delightful journey of discovery and enlightenment awaits. May your journey be blessed. Oahspe can be read online or a copy downloaded at oahspestandardedition.com.